Hey guys, it's the Pencil Gladiator. Welcome back to my first ever walkthrough. This is pretty much the video for you guys who like to listen to me jabber. And if you guys have any questions, this is the video for you. If you just want to go watch the video of me building this pop, make sure you go check that out. It's the custom Funko Pop video. It's the latest upload. I'll leave a link to it in the description. Alright guys, let's check it out. Hey guys, it's the Pencil Gladiator here, and I'm doing my first ever walkthrough video of my first custom video. It's the Zombie Boba Fett, and so I just wanted to go over some of the tips and tricks of what I used for this. So as you can see here right now, what I did is I took the actual Boba Fett body, and what I did was I carved out the helmet, as you can see right here. And I'm measuring it because I want to get it perfect, because if you cut off too much, you can't really do anything about it, but if you cut off too little, you could always keep going back there and smoothing it out. So anyway guys, this took me up to a couple of days because, I mean, you don't want to break the helmet. The helmet is hollow, so at this point it was getting kind of flimsy. So I went in and I outlined the body armor, and I wanted to cut a little piece where I could actually add in ribs and some bones and some detail. And of course, before every art project, you want to plan it out. So in some of the clips you can see that I'm looking at this piece of paper. That is my original drawing. That's what I used to was my blueprint for this whole thing. So yes, one tip that I'd like to say is take your time, and I wouldn't recommend using an X-Acto knife. I used a box cutter to make my first lines because it's not as sharp as an X-Acto knife, and if you use a box cutter, it's easier not to mess up than it is with an X-Acto knife because it cuts so fast. And I did cut off the arm piece because I just wanted it to look all rigged and stuff. So that's what I did for a while. And I recommend going in and smoothing it out. And right here what I use is Sculpey, and here's a picture of that right now. This you can easily get at Michael's, and I just got a nice little clay kit. Nothing too expensive and fancy. And so what I did was I sculpted it. Of course I already had a prototype and everything. And after I'd done sculpting everything, painting doesn't come in yet. So right here I do recommend doing this actually first, because if you don't do this first, it's kind of hard because you could easily mess up the sculpting. So right here I'm taking the stand off, and what you want to do if you're doing a Star Wars one, because they do glue the stands to the pops now, is you want to boil it, and once you boil it, the stand will easily come off. Like, the glue is so sticky, like it undoes the glue. So you just take an X-Acto knife or a box cutter right underneath it like that. And I do want to admit I was really very, very gentle with it because I didn't want to rip the feet off. As you can see, there is some sticky residue still left over. But yeah, you want to be careful in that stage if you're going to do that. So right now I'm just put a wax paper, just place the helmet there, and the body. So yeah, that's what it looked like before I went into oven. I put the oven at 225, baked it for 15 minutes, and took that puppy out, and it was nice and hard. You let it sit for about 5 minutes, and it was sitting off camera because the helmet was really bendy, and so was the blaster. So after this, you want to get out your paint. I recommend using acrylic. I did at least 3 coats. Of course, some of them were off camera because you don't want to see me paint the same thing over and over again. So yeah, I recommend doing that, at least 3 coats. And some extra clay stuff. So I used a really thin brush, like a micro brush, because the thinner the brush is and the more layers you go, the more detailed it's going to be, and it's going to look like it's a computer designed one. And as you can tell, the bones right here are super white, and that's what I didn't want. So what I did is I took a brown and I went in between the ribs and the bones to make it look deeper and more dirty. And yeah, here it is. So after you put the brown in, it's gonna look pretty good. It's in depth, and there's a lot of detail that goes into it. I see things that I could keep adding to it now, like a cape. I can add in a torn up cape and everything. So yeah, there's me talking to the camera like a weirdo. Nah, I'm kidding. And so yeah, so that's pretty much how I did it. I'll leave here's some pictures of the tools I use and what I recommend you using. I've seen other people who actually 3D print their prototypes, but of course I do not have a 3D printer. So yeah, that's how it turned out. I'm pretty impressed. I mean, it is my first custom, so I'm glad with the way it turned out. If you guys have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. I hope I answered most of what I used, and that's what I recommend doing. Is just going in there with the X-Acto knife, straightening it out, and everything. You know what else I also recommend doing? Going into my featured channel list. That is right, my friends. Go in there and go check out some of the channels that I'm subscribed to and the channels that you should be subscribed to. That includes Snack Pack. We're trying to get him to 20 subscribers right now. Go check out Exotic Pantha. Go celebrate 80 subscribers with him by getting him to 90. Let's just go, show him how awesome of a gladiator community we are. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And so, yeah, I'll try to leave links to everything where you can buy and you can make this yourself. Of course, if you guys end up making these yourself, let me know. I'd love to see them. I'll set up a thing where you can submit your pictures if you want. But yeah, so that's my walkthrough. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you do have any more questions, let me know in the comment section. Anyway, guys, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you guys for watching so much, and bye.